If you're new to my channel, thank you for subscribing. And to all of my new subscribers, welcome to my channel. My name is Asa'r Redfeather. All right, so I'm going to get into this morning. Grand Rising to everyone. All right, so to get this started, I titled this live stream, Wake Up Israel. It's time for you to wake up. It's time for you to arise from your slumber, because you've been asleep for too long, my Niji. I say wake up because it's time for you to wake up and acknowledge who you are. You need to look at yourself through Haya's eyes. When you look through the Creator's eyes at yourself, you'll begin to notice different things. You'll notice everything around you looks different. You have to understand. Your slumber is something that is slowly starting to wear off. And it's a good thing. Because to acknowledge what is around you. When I mention in past videos of this being the lands of bondage that would be considered, as they call, hell, because it is. You live in a world where evil runs rampant. You would believe that evil has won, and it hasn't. Evil has a time to reign, and their time has come to an end. So you have to acknowledge that no matter what they've told you, no matter what they have said to you, it doesn't matter. Because if you know who you are, then how can they ever hurt you? If you know who you are truly, if you know the Creator, if you know Haya, then there's nothing that they can do to harm you in any kind of way. Because once you acknowledge who you are, you stand with your power. And when the Creator is with you, who can be against you? No one. Israel, you need to stand up and get out of your turmoil, because your mind puts you there. Physically, they don't have you in bondage, not physically, but they do have you mentally in bondage, my Niji. That mental bondage is the slavery. That is the slavery that you're in, is the mind. They have infiltrated your mindset. They have altered how you think. They've altered how you see things. They have altered the way you look at yourself, the way you look at your brother, your sister. They even have altered how you look at the Creator. Everything is backwards. Everything is upside down. It's been flipped. In every aspect, they flipped everything. So now you look at hell as something spiritual when you've been walking around in hell your entire life. You came through sin, the blood, as I mentioned in my previous video I made a little over a week ago. So you came through the sin. You were covered in it. That's why you're stained currently in this vessel. But without this vessel, your light, your spirit, you have to wake up. Get out of your ignorance. Ignorance, as I've mentioned before, but some people may not know what ignorance means. Ignorance means not knowing unknowing. Okay? It doesn't mean that you're stupid. It doesn't mean that you're dumb. It literally means you do not know. They have purposely made everyone ignorant to everything. They show you their artificial power. They have no real power over you. Mentally, they have conditioned you to believe that they have all the power. You have to come to them for everything. No, that's not how that works. If you stand in your true faith of who you are, Israel, then no one can go against you ever. I woke up this morning and had it on me to make this video. You have to stop acknowledging the demonic energy that is surrounding you on a daily basis. Understand, you are not, as they love to say, and I'm only going to mention this briefly, very briefly, for those who are new to this information about who you are, where you are indigenous to. Okay? To those who don't know or are new to this information, black has nothing to do with you. It is the absence of color, devoid of color. That is the etymological meaning of black. The definitions has 3 definitions attributed to black. The first being atrociously wicked and evil. The second means dead, death, and or dying, depending on the context in which you use the term. And the third definition, when referring to a person, means pale. Okay? The third definition lines up with the etymological meaning of black or block. It was block, B-L-A-C, before they added the K. You are not the block ones. You are not the colorless ones. You are not the pale ones. You are the brown. You became brown when you came through the stain of sin. So you came from the heavens through the blood which stained you. It took away your crown, that beautiful turquoise color, pale green color, bluish green, greenish blue. I covered this in a video I made a little over a month ago of what your crown is. Why they showcase it in their entertainment. They're making a mockery of you. Because you once had your crown and currently you do not have it. And they've blinded you. If you do not have the eyes to see and the ears to hear, then you are blind, deaf, and dumb. Just like they want you to be. I'm here to wake you up, my Niji. We're in this faux month, and I do mean faux month, that they want to call so-called Black history. Well, here's the thing. Your history is not Black history. Your history is indigenous. You are the real American Indian of all of the Americas. You are the children of Israel. These lands, this whole entire plain is yours. You just don't know. Step out of your spiritual bondage, your mental bondage, and step back into your excellence. Step back into your higher self. Look up. Do not look down. Because if you look up, you'll see all of the answers unfold in front of you and around you. See, memory is something you have locked inside of you genetically. There's a reason they love to play around with your genetic code. Because your genetic code inside of you has all the memory, all of the ancestral memory of who you are, what you are, Israel. You have to break the chains on your mind. That's what I want you to do. That's why you need to wake up. I know it seems like this will never end, but I promise you, it will. Soon, very soon, all of this will end. But in the meantime, you have to stand. Get up off of the ground. Don't be like the dead leaves on the ground. You need to stand tall like the trees all around you. Okay? You need to stand tall like them. Because they stand tall regardless whether it's sunshine or rain. They still stand. Okay? Wake up, Israel. Remember who you are. It's there. All you have to do is remember. They show you who you are, but because they've blinded you, you can't see who you are anymore. You can't even see where you are anymore. You used to know. You still know. It's just locked away. Break those chains on your mind, Israel. The chosen. My Niji. Hans kana han bi asha'atnu. Wake up, Israel. Tribes Most High.